Good morning, everybody. Let's start with our toe lifts. So today we've got 3 circuits. Each circuit has 4 exercises. We have lower body, upper body, core, and then cardio. Lift your heels right, and left. So we're going to do 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest, and we have 2 rounds of everything today. So for some of these, we'll do right side and then left side. 4, 3, right leg, let's swing it front to back. So standing nice and tall, just nice good swings. We're just trying to wake up the hips. If you don't want to do a swing, you can do a heel front and a toe back. 2. All right, switch it to the other side. Just swing front to back. And again, you can just do a heel toe. We're just trying to get that forward back movement of our hip. Good, switch it to the other side, out, and cross in front. So again, you could just do toe tap, tap, and tap, or up and swing. 4, 3, 2, good, switch it to the other side. So out and cross. And it's okay if it's not a big cross or a really, really high lift. We're just waking them up. 3, 2, good, switching sides, hip circles, heel down, toe up. And I apparently need to hold on to something today. Change direction, circle it around. So standing nice and tall. 4, 3, switch it to the other side. Heel down, toe up. We want to think about knees straight, right next to our body. Change direction. Sometimes our hip likes to sneak out in front. I want you to try to push it a little back. Slow deadlift, so hinge it forwards, stand up nice and tall. So down, 2, up, 2. We have deadlifts as part of our workout today. Good, we're gonna go a little bit faster, take it down and lift. So core is braced, all of the movement is from your hips. That's what we should feel. Our low back is protected. 2, take it forward, hold it in place, open and close your book. Just open that shoulder back behind you, reach the opposite hand towards the floor. 4, 3, 2, bring it all the way up, slow squat, sit it back, stand up nice and tall. So down and lift. Hips towards the heels. Chest is a little bit more lifted. So your body is upright. Can you sit without changing your upper body position? You are going to be bending those knees. 1 more. Good. Let's take it up, arms up. So arm in the circle, bring it back around, switch sides. Thumb up, pinky down, thumb up, pinky down. Nice, good circles. It's okay if they are a little out to the side. Everybody's arms are a little bit different. Find that range of motion that works for you. Good, 2 more. 1 more. Good, forward step and reach right here. Forward step, pull it back, squeeze the shoulders. Reach, pull. If you want to go deeper into your lunge, you can. Otherwise, keep it a little more upright. Good, slow it down right here. Take it out. We're going to open our book, close your book, step it back, switch sides, reach it out, hold, open, close, back a little bit faster. So forward, open, close, back. Here, try to go a little deeper into that lunge. Keep your front knee over your shoelace. 1 more. Good, side lunge right here. Step it out, hold it in place. Just a nice little bit of side to side. 4, 3, 2, hold it in the center, cat-cow. Inhale, exhale. So if I turn, little arch, little tuck. I want you to imagine you've got a band pulling your hips forwards and then you pull against the band. So it's around your pelvis, not around your low back. So the band pulls your pelvis forward, you pull it back. Good, last one. Let's take our hands down to the floor. We're going to step it back into a plank today. So take it forward, step it back into a plank. We're going to hold it here. We're going to lift into a down dog, come back to plank. Down dog and plank. You can do this hands on a chair. Do not have to do this on the floor. Good, couple more. Lift, take it to plank. One more, lift, plank. Good, we're gonna walk it all the way back up to standing. Bring it up into the center. And we're gonna add in some side steps right here, side step. Reach and pull. So we do have cardio today. Let's double it up. So double, double. So we're working here just to get our heart rate a little bit elevated. Get the blood flowing just a little bit more. 3, 2, hamstring curls right here, reach, pull. Try to kick yourself in the backside. Knees stay pointing towards the floor. As always, I keep up with the music, you don't have to. 4, 3, feet together, heel lifts, heel lifts, heel lifts. So mini jumps, lift, lift. So think about jumping, but you don't have to. 4, 3, march it out, shake it out. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down into your back pocket. Grab a quick drink. So 45-15, 2 rounds, lower body, upper body, core, and cardio. We have deadlifts. We have rows, we have weighted marches, and then we're gonna do our swings. And if you wanna grab a dumbbell, great. If you don't, you can absolutely do those body weight only. So we're gonna grab our weights. You can do a lighter weight round 1 and a heavier weight on round 2. That's absolutely an option. It's a good way to keep warming up your body as well. We're gonna start with our deadlifts in 45 seconds. So in 3, 2, and 1. So we're nice and tall. We hinge it forwards and we bring it up. So hips back and then lift. So I want you to imagine you're wearing a brace, you're wearing a corset, you've got something on, you're testing on, it's spring here right now, so we always have to try on our summer clothes, see if they fit. So I want you to imagine that maybe the jeans are a little tight, or maybe the shorts are a little tight. You have to hinge forward, but you can't really bend at your belly button because the jeans or the pants are a little tight. We got to pick something up off of the floor. So just a nice good hinge. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Short rest. 15 seconds. We're going to go for rows. I don't know about anybody else, but it always makes me really happy when I'm getting out my summer clothes and they still fit. Good. 3, 2, and 1. So it's an isometric hold. And again, we're going to drive and lower. So we want to make sure we're not arching our low back or we're not adding in a deadlift, but we also don't want to round our back. So my low back looks neutral, but my upper back is really rounded. And I'm getting this in my biceps, not in my back, which is what I want. So shoulders down, ribs tucked, and we hinge, and then we lift. So I can tell we've done rows this week already. I can feel it. It's not bad. I'm just a little tired. You're more than welcome to alternate, especially if you decided to go a little heavier today. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Short rest. We're going to do weighted marches. Hands can be by your hips. They can be at your shoulders in a racked position, or they can be up and overhead. Here's 3, 2, and 1. So we brace the core, shoulders are down and back in our back pocket, and we just want to march. This is one, the heavier the weights, the more you're going to notice it. We want to try not to do like big weeble wobbles and lean our body side to side. We want to try to stay as tall as we can. Just lift and lift. Option, arms up here. You're over halfway. So nice and tall. Press the floor away as you're lifting those thighs up towards the ceiling. Good, less than 10 seconds. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Short rest. And we're gonna go for swings. So again, it's a fast deadlift, no movement at the spine. Hinge and lift, hinge and lift. So reach back, bring the arms up. Your time is on. So you can do this 1 dumbbell in each hand. You can do this with 1 dumbbell in the middle or no dumbbells at all. Good. So hinge and lift. We don't want to lift until our hips are going forward. So this isn't what we're hoping for. This is what we're hoping for. We're using that momentum to help you get those dumbbells up. Less than 15 seconds. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully bring it in. We're going to repeat those exercises again. We're going to start with our deadlifts. So you can give the hands a break. I always have to give my hands a break. 3, 2, and 1. Shoulders down, ribs tucked, hinge it forwards. Stand up nice and tall. So feet are about hip width apart. Toes pointing forwards. So nice good hinge, nice good lift. Again, this is all glutes, all hamstrings. So imagine you're trying to stretch your hamstrings a little. We don't want to let the shoulders round in the front. So you can have your palms facing your thighs, but the shoulders need to be down and back in your back pocket. I just like to do suitcase style because it keeps my shoulders where they need to be. Good. 3, 2, and 1. A little shake out. We're going to go for rows. So rows and rows. You can wiggle the hands. You can do some finger circles. You can do some spread. 2, and 1. So shoulders down, ribs tucked under, hinge, and we've got that row alternating or both at the same time. So drive and drive. Squeeze the shoulder blade. We want to think about squeezing the shoulder blades down and back away from the ears, and then the elbows and the wrists and the weights follow along. So the movement starts with the shoulder blades, with those your rhomboids, a little bit of lats. Good. 10 seconds. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. We have weighted marches. So again, dumbbells by your hips, shoulders, or up and overhead. We just want to try to really lock out those elbows a little versus having them be bent. So we can start. Nice good march. Down by your side is a little bit easier. If you want to make it a little bit harder, that's where we bring it up and we brace the core. So again, we don't want to arch our back and we don't want to let the dumbbells pull you forward. It's just that little bit of a rib tuck. So just imagine, you're having to carry something nice and tall, book on your head. Good. I'm going to take it up for the last little bit. So same thing. We don't want to puff out the ribs. We want to keep the ribs tucked under. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully bring the dumbbells down. Getting ready for dumbbell swings. Again, you can hold 1 dumbbell on the handle in the middle if you would like, or I'm going to keep doing 1 on each side. 2, and 1. So shoulders down, ribs tucked, hinge, and lift. And it's okay, especially if you're just starting, if your arms don't go super high. I want you to practice that hinge, practice the swing, hips back, and lift. So you can see my chest stays tall. I'm not trying to get my forehead down to the floor or my chest up towards the ceiling. Hinge back, arms about parallel to the floor. I have 2 15s. This is definitely heavy today. 10 seconds. 2, and 1. Carefully bring it in. Let those dumbbells swing a little. So walk around, grab a quick drink of water. We're going to move on circuit number 2. So we're going to do 1 squat, 1 lunge. So I'm going to do round 1 right, round 2 left. You can alternate squat, lunge right, squat, lunge left. Second exercise, curl to press or curl side raise. We're going to do a chop with a halo. So we're going to do right hip, circle to the left, left hip, right and around. So down, circle, down, circle. Then we're going to do shuffles or double touch or grapevine. So decide if you want to grab dumbbells. We're going to do 1 squat, 1 lunge, 45 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So where you have your dumbbells is up to you. Again, 1 squat, 1 lunge. You can alternate. I'm going to do all one side. And this is strength, so don't feel you have to fly through these. Again, I'm trying to use pretty much my 15s today. And we'll see how that goes. So 1 squat, chest is lifted, 1 lunge. Remember, we don't want to squat and then bend over. I should be able to read the front of your shirt. I shouldn't be able to read the back. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little shakeout. 1 curl, 1 press. Or 1 curl, 1 side raise. Good. 3, 2, and 1. So 1 curl, 1 press. Now I know how I'm feeling today. I am going to alternate. Again, I'm going a little bit heavier. So I'm going to alternate my arms. If you're sticking with a lighter weight, then I want you to think about doing both arms at the same time. So we kind of talk about this. We talk about volume. It's good to bump up your weights every now and again, but just know that when your weights go up, the number of reps you do is probably going to go down. That's normal. So if you're doing, 5 pounds and you can get 15 reps, when you go up to, 7 or 8 pounds, good, rest, you're probably not going to get 15 reps, and that's a good thing. If you can, eventually you might need to bump it up a little more. All right, 1 dumbbell, chop with a halo, 2, 1. So we're going to do right hip, left shoulder, then halo around, left hip, right shoulder, halo around. So hip, circle, hip, and circle. Now, if you have a lot of trouble with the circle, with the halo, try doing just the chop. But when we do our circle, we don't want to tuck our head to get it in there. We're bracing our core. This is shoulder mobility. If you struggle using dumbbells, grab a play ball or even, a bundled up sweater, a bundled up towel, something for you to hold on to. 2 and 1. Dumbbells down. We're going to shuffle. Now I'm going to give you the option to add a dumbbell to your shuffle. You don't have to. Good. Here's 2 and 1. So we're going to shuffle. And if you want to reach, shuffle, reach, shuffle, reach. So we just want to do a little side to side. If you need to, you can do grapevines. You can do wide behind, wide front, wide together, wide behind, wide front, wide together. So just nice, good side to side shuffle. If you do want to add a dumbbell to this, you can hold it at your chest, or we've done speed freaks, right? Where we take that dumbbell and we switch it. 1, 2, 3. Good. Rest. Squat with a lunge. So just nice, good squat, and then 1 lunge back. Good. 3, 2, 1. Good. Rest. Squat with a lunge. So just nice, good squat, and then 1 lunge back. Good. 3, 2, 1. Good. Rest. Squat with a lunge. So just nice, good squat, and then 1 lunge back. Good. 3, 2, 1. Good. Rest. Squat with a lunge. So just nice, good squat, and then 1 lunge back. 2, and 1. So squat it down, stand tall, step back, and lift. So if you were alternating round 1, alternate round 2. If you did all right side round 1, now we're doing all left side round 2. So good squat, good lunge. It's okay if your squat is here and your lunge is here, as long as we're keeping our knees about over our shoelaces. What does that mean? We don't want to push our knees over our toes. So we shouldn't feel like our heels want to lift off of the ground, or we don't want to feel, good, rest. We don't want to feel lots and lots of stress in the knee. A little bit of a pull is possible if your knees are tight. We don't want to feel lots and lots of painful pressure. Good, curl to press right here. So curl, press, bring it down. So if you don't want to go overhead, I want you to do a side raise. Now you have an option, curl, rotate to press. This is going to get a little bit more middle shoulder versus front. Adds a little rotator cuff in here. Good, we've got 10 seconds. And we're gonna go for our chops with our halos. Good, 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna get one more in here. 100% optional. So grab your dumbbell, grab your play ball, grab your rolled up towel, chop with a halo up and around the head. I'm gonna start opposite side. So left hip, right shoulder, circle. Right hip, left shoulder, and circle. So a little soft bend in the knee. Hips are a little bit tucked under. Nice, good side to side. So we're trying to think about circling all the way around, but not allowing the ribs to lift or the low back to arch. This is where we brace that core, tuck the ribs under. Okay, we've got 10 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Shuffle, grapevine, double touch, whatever's gonna feel good. I don't know if I'm gonna keep the dumbbell, but I'm gonna demonstrate with the dumbbell, just doing speed freaks, or you can just do your shuffle right here. So we can just shuffle here, or you can even just grapevine here. Remember, this is your cardio, or speed freaks is our shuffle, reach, and then switch hands, shuffle and reach. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Like you want to put the dumbbell down on the floor. Holding onto the dumbbell is going to make it a little harder. Now your body has to work, because for me, I'm 15 pounds heavier here. But if that's not for you today, you can just shuffle in place. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out, walk around, grab a drink. We have one more circuit. 1 exercise is standing, 3 exercises are on the floor. But if you want to stay standing, you have options. We're gonna do, excuse me, 1 side lunge, 1 curtsy. So right leg, side lunge, try not to pause, curtsy. And then we're gonna go to the floor Skullcrushers on your back. Option 2, hands and knees, kick back. Option 3, stay standing, kick back, or overhead, that's okay too. Then we're gonna do Russian twist with a crunch. So that means rotation, center, rotation, center. Last exercise is plank jacks. Our cardio, you can stay standing and do regular jacks. So we're gonna start with a side lunge and a curtsy. So I'm gonna do right side. I'm gonna hold a dumbbell. You can hold it at your chest. I'm gonna put it in my opposite hand. So I'm going to do something a little different. So side lunge curtsy in 3, 2, and 1. So nice and tall. So option 1, side lunge, pause if you need to, curtsy, and lift. So side lunge, if you can, lift the knee, curtsy, lift the knee. Option, side lunge, curl it up, curtsy, and down. So pick something up, carry it, hold it here, curtsy, and lift. Side lunge, hold, curtsy, lift. So it's completely up to you. Again, you can do this body weight only if you're just really feeling it. Maybe your legs are having an off day. Maybe your knees are just really sore. Good job. Rest. Down on the floor or stay standing. I'm just going to do 1 dumbbell just because, like I said, I'm feeling a little lazy. I don't want to get any more dumbbells out today. Good. Time's on. So arms up. Dumbbell, lower, dumbbell lift. Dumbbell lower, dumbbell lift. If you want to stay standing, overhead extension or tricep kickbacks, you're just going to focus on your triceps. Or again, if you want to be on the floor but you don't want to be on your back, then you can absolutely be on hands and knees and do a hands and knees with a tricep kickback. You'll get a little bit more core. Just depends on if your hands and your knees are okay with being that way today. Lower and lift. Good. Carefully set the dumbbell down. Decide if you want to use a dumbbell. What we're going to do, we're going to lean back, rotate up, lean back, center, back, rotate, back, and center. So back, lift, back, center. So up, turn, or we can go down, up, here. So down, up, without lifting the knee. So rotate and back. Little lean back, rotate, lean back in the center. Rotate, center. So it just depends if you want to add in a little bit of a knee lift. You don't have to. Core is nice and stable. Little C curve. We're opening and closing at our hips. Good. Rest. Plank jacks. Plank jacks. If you want to come to standing and do jumping jacks, you don't have to stay on the floor. You can do this at an incline as well. Good. 3, 2, and 1. So I'm going to be on my toes. Tap, tap right here, side to side. Nice, good taps. If you want to be at an incline, nice, good plank position. Tap it out and bring it in. Or stay all the way standing and you're just going to do regular jumping jacks. This is your cardio. Just kind of depends if you want a little extra core or if you really want to focus on cardio. If you're here, if you want to make it a little bit harder, you're going to jump out and you're going to jump in. So out, in, right here. A little bit harder, 10 seconds to go. We're going to carefully come back up to standing. Side lunge curtsy. Good, 3, 2, and 1. You can drop to your knees. You can walk yourself back. We're going to come back up to a standing position. Grab that dumbbell. Good, 3, 2, and 1. So other leg. So now left leg. Side lunge out, pause, curtsy, and tap. So side lunge, in, curtsy, and tap. I'm going to add in my curl and my no pause. So side lunge, push off, add a little power here. Now if you want to focus on the strength portion, then you can absolutely tap in the middle, catch your balance, and lift. But if you can make it a little bit harder, right here. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Triceps, skull crushers on your back. Tricep kickbacks, overhead extension. You have options. Pick what's gonna work for you today. Grab your dumbbell, time's on. So we're gonna lower it, then lift it back up. So low back pulled into the floor. So this is a good test. My breathing is a little elevated right now. I should still be able to breathe. When you brace your core, you shouldn't feel like you're holding your breath. You should be able to control your abs without having to hold your breath. You should be able to just tighten, and it's a good one to just practice. Go, we've got about 10 seconds. Practice belly breathing with a magazine on your tummy. You're gonna inhale, lift, and then exhale, lower. Good, bring it in. We're gonna come up to a V-sit, or if you wanna stay on your back, you can do that too. It's a little more spine safe, where you're just gonna do a diagonal reach and a crunch, and a diagonal reach and a crunch. Good, time is on. So I'm gonna go back, in, lower, lift, rotate, center, back, lift. And again, I'm bracing my core. I'm not allowing my low back to arch and round. If you don't want to rotate, then you can absolutely just go forward and back. So there should be no spinal movement here. So we're opening and closing at the hips. You can just also hold it. So just hold it in a back position, kind of like boat. Think it's in yoga. You do boat pose. Good, 2 and 1. Good job. One more set. One more set. Plank jacks or come to standing, regular jacks. Just something to get your heart rate elevated. 3, 2, and 1. So can you do these on your knees? Yes, you're just probably gonna have to go a little bit slower, because if we try to go faster, we end up smacking our knees on the floor and it doesn't feel very good. If you want to, you can do jack, jack, shoulder tap, shoulder tap. So that's also an option if you want to get a little bit more core. Now our body has to work a little bit differently. Good, less than 15 seconds. So I am just gonna do my plank jacks here, full jacks. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully come down to your knees. Walk it back. If you're standing, walk around a little bit. If you're down on the floor, you can hang out with me, or I'm gonna come up, put my 2 dumbbells away. So just nice, good. Put the equipment away, nice, good relaxation area or period. We know what we mean, right? Just give yourself a little bit of space. Heart rate and breathing down. I'm okay being on the floor. My heart rate is 139, 9 minutes ago. So I feel okay coming down to the floor. Take deep breaths. If you're not ready to come down to the floor with us, keep walking around or stay standing for the stretching. You might need a chair, or if you're on your back and you're like, I'm just chilling out right now, chill out for a little bit. The goal is to get your heart rate and your breathing down before we go into full-blown stretching. I like to try to keep my body moving at least a little bit. So we're gonna start with our 90-90s. And again, you can do this sitting in a chair. You'll sit towards the front of the chair, you'll take your legs wide, and you still wanna try to get your legs to turn. So like the chair is over here, this is the front, and you wanna try to get it to turn, which means especially that back leg, you've gotta lift up on that heel so that you can kind of pivot like you're getting into a lunge position. You're just sitting down. You'll end up sitting sideways in the chair a little bit. A lot of times we do this sitting down and we bring the knee in, but we try to keep our foot flat on the floor. That's not gonna work very well. It's not nice for our knees. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and bring it in. Take both legs out into the center. Our goal here is to have our legs straight, which means knees are straight. They might not be touching the floor, but the thighs, the calves, hopefully are touching the floor. We want to start by sitting up nice and tall. You may have to lean back a little bit, and then we're going to walk ourselves forwards, and we're just going to reach. Now, if you'd like, you can walk it back, and then you can walk it a little more forward, and this time we can kind of round our spine a little bit. We still want to keep the legs on the floor, so if you go forward and your knees pop up off of the ground, back off a little until you can get those legs straight again. We want to stretch the back of the leg. We're getting a little bit of back stretch here as well. Oh, hi. Am I going to have a lap kitty? Yep, I'm going to have a lap kitty. Hi. All right, you guys find a comfortable position. Give yourself a nice good pat on the back. I'm trapped. I made the mistake of sitting down. Good, let's switch sides. So just give yourself a nice good pat on the back. Good morning. Good, let's bring it down into the center. We're gonna roll the shoulders up, back, and down into our back pocket. Yeah, this is probably not comfortable for you. Why are you? Cat. All right, so ear to shoulder, side to side. And she's purring now, of course, because she's getting attention. All right, bring the head up. We're gonna look to the right, look to the left, and yes, we're gonna do some other stretches. I just have to get her off of my lap, but I don't know how well that's gonna work. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, Marcella, you gotta get up, honey. You guys are gonna flip over onto hands and knees, and you're gonna sit back into a child's pose while I try to figure out how to get the cat off my lap. Come on, you got to get up, honey. I know, it's awful. So flipping over, child's pose, reach the arms out. Nice, good stretch. So take nice deep breaths in. Good, and we're gonna pull ourselves forwards into a variation of up dog. So point your toes, drop your hips. If you don't wanna be on your hands, just go all the way down onto your tummy. So all the way down onto your tummy, rest your chin on your hands. You're still gonna get that nice hip stretch. You're just gonna take pressure off of your wrists and your shoulders. And it's also a little bit more spine safe. Good, let's go ahead and walk it back. We're gonna come up to a standing position, so take one leg out in front, come up to standing, nice and tall. Option 1, take your right leg back, tuck your tail, squeeze your glute, drop it down. Option 2, you're just gonna grab the top of your foot and you're gonna open that thigh back behind you. If you're not ready to come up to standing yet, you can do this exercise lying on your side, or you can do that half kneeling position as well. Good. Switching sides, so you can do your lunge position, tuck, squeeze, and drop, or grab the top of your foot. And we're just gonna get a nice, good opening of the hip, just like we did on the up dog variation, a little bit more of a hip opener. And 3, 2, 1, bring it into the center. We're just gonna take a couple of nice deep breaths in, so big breath in, spread the fingers, spread the toes, and exhale. One more time, big breath in and out, and you are all done.